Oh yes.
Right, imagine you're on a beach and you can hear the waves, and I'm standing right there next to you with a gun to your head. Oh god! Wait, I'm gonna shut the door. Just give me a second.
Yeah. That was ASMR Hassan. He'll come on this podcast every now and again. He'll make a guest appearance and give me a nightmare while editing it.
Right, I'm back. What's happened? What's going on?
ASMR Hassan came along.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
He's a bit creepy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really like him.
Really?
But I guess he will now and then just pop up.
Oh no.
Just randomly. Either within episodes or across the span of our podcast time, Yusuf.
No, please.
Right, I need to get myself situated and
see, this is what happens when you don't set yourself up properly.
right. Second podcast. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Right, second podcast.
Yeah, second episode or second chapter of this story.
Second part.
Chapter 2.
Part 2.
Chapter 2.
No, not chapter 1,
okay.
part 2.
Okay, we'll compromise. 2.
No, because then what if we get to 1,000?
Then we get to 1,000.
Yeah, it's just gonna be. It's like, we're on podcast 979 kind of thing.
It's amazing that you think this will last 1,000 episodes.
It will. ASMR guys back.
No,
and I think we will. We'll get to 1,000 podcasts, and then we'll end the whole thing, the whole shebang.
I thought last week or whenever you did it last time, you said we'd do it until we get the money.
No. I'm ASMR Hassan.
Oh, no.
I want to do this until 1,000 episodes. The other Hassan, the normal Hassan, who goes to work every single day and works hard to put food on the table.
What are you talking about?
He said until like we'll just cut it off one day, and then we'll come back in a mass, like, incredible, oh my god, they're back kind of thing. No, this is ASMR Hassan saying, we'll just I'll get to 1,000 podcasts.
Okay.
Or whatever.
Okay, that's lovely.
And yeah, that would be great. Oh look, normal Hassan's coming back. I'll go now. Okay. It's nice talking to you all. See you later.
Oh no.
Neighbours.
Oh no.
Oh, I just came back. ASMR Hassan was here again.
Yeah.
Alright, see you, mate. Bye.
No. Stay here. Okay. Anyway.
No. I'm saying he's going. I'm staying.
Oh right. I thought you were buying.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
fine.
Through this podcast, you'll see many iterations of Hassans or whatever you want to call me. What are we doing today?
We're talking about our
5 minutes in.
what we talk about. We're going to be talking about a trip, Hassan.
Oh yes.
Our adventure across Amsterdam, maybe the Netherlands and Paris.
Yes.
It went well.
Yes. End of the podcast. See you next week. No. Right. Just to be clear, why are we talking about this?
Because it's probably your favourite holiday, except it did start.
Actually, no, that is very true, because that is probably my most favourite holiday I've ever been on.
And it didn't start out as your favourite holiday, did it?
Let's go like location by location, day by day
Sure,
kind of thing.
yeah.
So the first day, take a plane.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I remember the dad dropped us off at the airport, and then me and you looked at each other. We don't know what we're doing. Like we've never been through an airport by ourselves, so we were like, oh, we don't know what's going to happen. But we got on the plane, and it was like only an hour, like, plane ride.
Yeah.
It was very quick. I was expecting it to be much longer, and I went, oh, we're here already. Okay, fine. So we got into the airport. We got out. First day was
we waited for a bit of time for our suitcases.
yeah.
That was fun.
This is thrilling stuff. This is.
And then we went to the hotel. How was the trip to the hotel, Hassan?
I remember walking, and I remember being like actually quite like, oh my god, we're going on a holiday.
Okay,
Just us two.
Okay, but we were walking, and then we took the bus, didn't we?
Oh yes. I remember we took the bus one stop, and then you said we have to get off now, and then we literally crossed the street to another bus stop across the street. The same bus just came around, and we got back on. And I said to the bus driver just looked at you like, what is this guy on? Like, he's literally not got to one of the local coffee shops, and he's still just like this. And then I just went, he's an idiot, I'm sorry. And then the bus driver said, you said it, not me. And I went, yes. Yes, I did say it. And then we got on the bus, and I took the most amazing picture of you.
Yep.
It's just brilliant. It was the lighting, everything.
It's an awful picture.
Yeah,
Yes.
just imagine like a 1930s dictator looking off into the sunset kind of thing, and it was kind of on that level. Yeah, we got off the bus, walked to the hotel.
Yeah, and while we walked there, do you remember what I was like?
You were very angry, I think.
Yes.
Why were you angry?
I was stressed.
Oh yeah.
Oh
no, hang
the
on.
bus situation.
Oh,
I was stressed. I was stressed.
Okay, and then I remember getting to the you were stressed. All right, so we got to the hotel. We put everything in. I refused to take anything out of my suitcase. I kept it locked and everything because I just don't trust people in general. Oh, it's not even that. It's just I didn't want our first holiday to go off badly. Where it'd be the case when we got back. We're like, never again. We're not going on another holiday in our lives because all that stuff got jacked in the hotel. No, so and then he went, okay. I said, right, go to eat, and he went, yeah, I know a place, local, nice little local cafe.
Can I just say, we were staying in just west of Amsterdam. It's like one of the final stops on the metro that go that way. It was a business park. And
it was a very nice hotel.
It was a very nice.
I was genuinely
hotel,
surprised.
but it's a very quiet area.
Yes, but I was genuinely surprised that you got this hotel. I was like, this is actually this is alright. Because I was thinking like hostel level kind of thing.
No.
Because I don't mind if we stayed in the hostel. Yes, we will. Yes. We went for a walk. We went to some like local. Oh yeah, we went to the cafe you talked about.
Yeah.
Where was it again?
Now, when I read about the area,
yeah,
it said there's a cafe around like next to us.
Yes.
And I found it on Google Maps, and we walked there. And when we walked there, it didn't really look like a cafe.
It was like a local estate, and we walked in there. It was all run down and everything. And I was like, "What are we doing here?"
There's graffiti and like.
Yeah, I was like, "What are we doing here?" And he went, "Oh, you know what? I don't think it's here. Like, I don't think it actually exists." And I said, "So it's a cafe, right?" And he went, "Yeah, it's a cafe/club." I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, the night before, I was looking into it, and for some reason, it started to turn out where it's also a club.
How does that make any sense?
That serves breakfast.
Yeah, anyway.
In London, there's only one sort of club that does that. It's for party goers that really go hard. And it's like 4 o'clock in the morning, and they're super drunk, and they're like, we need some food. So,
do you mean a really crap pub? Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah, basically.
Anyway, so we left there. We went to some local restaurant, really fancy place. They weren't even. We literally sat down. They said, "Yeah, we're not open yet." I was like, "Oh, okay," because the lady was like really nice to us, and then I was like, "Oh, okay, fine." So we went back out, and then that's the bit I started swearing at you quite a lot, saying you're an idiot.
But you kept saying, "Did you plan this?" I said, "Yeah."
Yeah, because it just before we left, he was like to me, "Oh no, you need to like plan everything out." And I said, "Oh, I was really getting stressed out." And you went, "Oh no, don't worry, I've done everything. I just said it to you to make you like stressed out." And I went, "Oh, thanks."
Yeah.
And you didn't, did you?
Well, I planned the whole trip.
Did
like,
you? Oh yeah. Okay,
place
fine.
Place
Fair enough. Yes.
So I did I was doing the strategic level. I was at the general, and you were like the lieutenant who was on the ground, who had to kind of plan
the tactical level, trying to work out what's going on.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, so it literally it meant that every single day. I think your idea of going to Amsterdam was going to be wing it. We'll just go and see what's there.
Yeah.
But with me, I said no. We have to actually plan out where we're going to save. Be time management and all that.
I knew the things I wanted to get done.
Yes.
But
yes, so luckily I picked up a map at the airport train station that we were at, and that map basically became my like
it's
what
like
do you call
Ellie,
it?
Last of Us 2.
Yeah, Ellie Last of Us 2. If you played Last of Us 2, you know what I mean. But my map to the whole city and where all the main stuff is. Including areas that you might want to visit. So what I did, I planned out each and every single day the night before, staying up all night trying to work out what we're doing the next day. Well, this guy here, that's another thing about brilliant planning. We had one charger to charge every little thing that we ever
We
had.
had one charger and one battery pack. The battery pack was given by work, and it was awful.
Yes.
It would run out of charge.
And I said to you, all right, okay, fine, we can charge everything. It just means we'll have to like wake up middle of the night and all that kind of stuff, and switch out chargers. Well, you would go on your phone, use up all your batteries. It was an iPhone, so the batteries were really rubbish.
Yeah.
And you just waste it during the night, and in the morning get annoyed that it wasn't fully charged.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder why.
And
And then I was stressed out every single day during the night because I had to stay up during the night and plan out what we're doing the next day and research everything on my phone. I had to do it as quickly as possible unless, it'll run out of battery. Then Mum will still ring every night to see how we're doing.
yeah,
Which I don't mind. It's quite nice.
it's nice, but
But then when I'm trying to get everything done on a battery that's on like 10%, I can't take any calls, to be honest. Anyway, so yeah, so what happened is I would plan out each day, and I said, right, we're going here, and then you go on your phone, and you'll like tell us where, okay, we have to take the train or take the tram, all that kind of stuff. And it was good. I think that system was good.
yeah, and I think it really turned around on this.
Oh yeah, no. So the first day, at the end, I remember we were walking, and I said in my head, I might, like, you were walking in front of me, and I genuinely thought, if I just kill him now and just dump his body, I can just leave. I could just leave and go back home.
Not really.
Or and then also in my head I went, oh no, oh my god, we've got like another 6 days of this, like going across Europe,
Yeah.
and we really hate each other right now.
Yeah.
And then like there was a bit where we just hate each other, we just wouldn't talk to each other, and then there was a bit where we were being really passive aggressive, and then I think we both realised we're going to be in this like situation for the next 6 days. We have to get along.
Yeah, and the reason, so you were passive aggressive with me because you didn't think I knew what I was doing. I was passive aggressive with you because you would walk the slowest rate as possible.
Jesus! Right.
And then
there's nothing wrong with walking slow. I don't understand.
And then
you do realise you walk fast.
Yeah, okay, first of all, can I just get this to legitimate out there?
Yeah.
Like, if you walk slow, that's fine.
Yes.
If you're doing something.
Yes.
If you're not doing anything,
yes,
and you're just walking slow.
What are you talking about? No. We're in a foreign country. I want to see all the sights. And I'm looking around.
Okay, by the way, this was...
Rabbits. There's rabbits.
There was rabbits.
Exactly. There was a little canal, pool in front of our hotel. I want to see.
Yeah.
On the way there and on the way back, there's all these buildings that I'm not, familiar with. It's not like London where I'm like, oh, it's that again. No, it's a new entire city.
Actually, yeah, to be fair.
What are you talking about?
At that point, I'd worked in London for...
Oh, yeah, and then there was a bit on the tram where this like schoolgirl was sitting next to me, and I know she was talking shit about me, and I couldn't really say anything because I didn't understand what she said.
Wait, what do you mean? What?
She was talking to her friend and they kept like looking in our direction. I would have thinking, oh, they're twins, that's amazing. Or they were just talking shit about foreigners.
Well, I don't remember this.
I remember it clearly because in my head I'm like, they're either like, it was either a very good thing where, oh my god.
With you?
Yeah, you were sitting opposite me. Like it was me and you sitting opposite each other, and then them two sitting opposite each other next to us.
Oh.
And I'm just thinking either they've worked out we're twins and like, oh my god, they're twins. Or, because we get that sometimes. Or they're just talking shit about foreigners. Which, fair enough. I'm not going to understand what you're going to say. Go ahead. Even in the back of my head, I'm like, oh, if I could understand what they're saying. But yeah, anyway, where were we? Yeah, so yeah, the first day we just went around seeing like some places, and then
both fed up. We
wanted to kill each other.
And then I said, okay, tomorrow morning we'll get up and we'll go have some pancakes for breakfast.
Yes.
Because the night before we had
the best decision you ever made of your life.
The night before we had pizza from the hotel. It was fine, but it wasn't great. And I remember, okay, tomorrow morning...
I remember every single day we were asking random people, do you know where we can get a charger from?
Yeah.
We're going to stick with the storyline because there's a reason why.
Yes, that's true.
Anyway, so yeah, the next day woke up early, went to the pancake factory.
Well, I think it was called that. I'm not too sure what it was called, but it was this place in Amsterdam.
It's like a really small place, but very nice.
Yeah, I remember you got jam.
I got jam bananas on my pancake. And orange juice and a milkshake, and you just looked at me, and in my head I'm like, you're paying for this.
Yeah, I paid for it. But I remember once you like put the jam on, you had that first bite, you looked up at me and you're like, I'm happy now.
Yes.
You said jam reminds me of home.
Yes. Yes. If you put jam on anything for me, I'm just happy.
Do you know what you said? You sound like someone in the trenches. Like you were given something like from back from home. You're like, yes, I now remember.
Yeah.
My spirits have been lifted.
Yeah, because my captain's an idiot.
Jesus Christ.
Huh? My captain's an idiot, and I have to survive through this whole thing.
So I am the captain?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because you're the guy with the money and the map. Well, the virtual map. I was left with the other map.
Thank you.
And it was nice. I liked it.
Yeah, I think my favourite part of... Well, the two parts of Amsterdam which were my favourite were the Van Gogh Museum, where they had a DJ who was playing music, and I thought...
What?
This is
what are you talking about?
The Van Gogh Museum.
There's a DJ?
Yeah, there's a DJ on the bottom floor. I remember we were standing on the third floor. I looked down, the DJ was playing music, and I was like, this is the coolest museum I've been
I don't remember that.
I remember.
I just remember them saying, "Don't take pictures," and everyone's
Yeah.
taking pictures,
And everyone's taking pictures,
including us.
It's just like these rules aren't being enforced properly. Are
Yeah, and we don't care.
Yeah.
Well, it was the moment when I realised other people were just taking photos, and the security was just like, "Oh, please stop! Don't do it," kind of thing. And then I just went, "Oh, you know what? I don't care."
But yeah, so
And there's some pictures I actually did want to take photos of.
Yeah. And then you got your pictures from.
I guess we bought 2 pictures there.
Yeah, they're like.
Oh, I remember before that we were paying for the tickets, and they said, "Oh, do you want to?" We were paying with our cards,
Yeah.
and they said, "Oh, do you want to?" It was either do you want to pay in pounds or do you pay in Europes, and I said pounds because the sterling was good and all that kind of stuff, and you didn't know that, and you were like, and then I said pounds, we want to pay in pounds, and then the guy looked at me and he went, "Your brother knows what." He said, "Your older brother knows what he's doing." I was like, "Yes."
I don't remember this.
Yes.
I don't remember.
I completely remember this because I was
I-
very happy. Because I remember the first day, it was the bus situation. The bus driver saying, "This guy's an idiot, you're the smart one." And then when we were getting tickets for the Van Gogh Museum.
No, that's the
g-
right museum.
Huh?
That was the right museum.
Where the museum was, it was the same day it was. But I remember we were lining up and the guy says, "Oh, do you want to pay in pounds or
Yeah.
euros?" And I said, "Oh no, pounds." Because you like, no. And I said, "No, pounds, we want to pay in pounds." And then the guy looked at me and he went, "Your older brother knows what he's doing."
No, because
I was like, yes,
No,
yes,
no,
two
no,
things.
no.
I'm
Here's-
correct, and also the second thing is that I'm the older brother.
Oh,
Yes.
Here's the thing. I was trying to work out, was it cheaper to pay in pounds or
No.
euros?
Yes. Well, yeah, well, pounds, yes.
But using the bank rate. That's what I was trying to work out.
I don't care. The guy just said nice things about me. He could, you know what, for all I knew, yeah, you could have been right if you said, "Oh, we should pay in euros," kind of thing. But you know what? Don't care. The guy said nice things
I
about
think
me.
at the time euros were.
And the reason why I say nice things at the start of this trip, because there was a moment in Paris where a man got very angry at me.
Yes.
Yes, and we'll talk about that.
In a bit.
Yes. Anyway, so
And my other favourite place in Amsterdam was the Anne Frank Museum.
that was on the second day. That was.
on the
But third day. But we shouldn't talk about that yet because the first day, the second day. Yeah, we did like a whole load of things. And then I said to you, right, tomorrow, because you know the Amsterdam sign.
Yeah.
And I said, because there's like too many people there, I said, you know what, wake up tomorrow and we'll just get a picture there done.
Yeah.
And he went, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
And then what did we do? We were just going around looking at the local area, and then we went back to the hotel.
Yeah.
And then we just stay there. Next day, we woke up really, really early so we can go to the sign, the Amsterdam sign.
Well, we had dinner in Amsterdam the night before.
Yes. Where did we have dinner?
I think it was at that is it Indonesian place?
I have not a memory of this. What are you talking about?
It was an Indonesian place. It was halal, and we ate there.
Was it good?
Yeah.
That's fine then. And then, yeah, we went back to the hotel and slept and woke up really, really early to go to the Amsterdam sign.
Yeah.
And it was good because literally there was no one about.
Yeah.
There was literally no one. Because we also said we also go to that pancake place tomorrow morning, but it wasn't open yet, so we went to the Amsterdam sign first.
Yeah.
And there's literally no one around. I went, this is great, I love this. And you stood the sign, I went to the back and took some pictures of you, like 1,000 different pictures,
Yep.
different angles, different everything, all
Yep.
that kind of stuff. They gave you the camera, I said, right, take pictures of me, and I went and signed next sign. Normally I'm not a big picture person, but I went, this is the sign that most like tourists takes pictures in front of. So I just went, okay, I might as well do the same thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was good, wasn't it, Yusuf?
I took one picture.
Yes, the most blurriest picture in the world, the one picture, and that was it. I said, you got it? And he went, yeah. It was only literally afterwards, like a day later, I was like, let me see the pictures that we got. And then I was going through your minds, and I was like, oh, it's really good, like pretty good pictures I took of you. Like close-ups and then far-aways, wide shots, all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
And then you're a bastard. And don't bleep that, because I want people to understand what you are when it came to that situation. And how, like, genuinely I was quite angry at you. Because I don't understand, like, why did you not just take 50 billion pictures? Why did you have to take the one and then you stood there for like quite a long time as well? So I was thinking you must be taking pictures and videos and all that kind of stuff.
I took videos, but spoiler alert, the videos on this trip all got crashed.
Oh yes, we've got like a really old camera that for some reason we know. Oh yeah, here's another thing that okay, you know, I'll wait a bit. But yeah, we've got this really old camera from like the good old days.
Yeah.
Video camera. It doesn't really hold that many photos. Like our phones these days will hold more than that camera does.
And I was told I'm not allowed to bring it along, but I brought it along anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, and yeah, it all got corrupted, so that was good. Oh, the Indonesian. I don't remember the Indonesian restaurant, but I remember going to a museum and they had Indonesian stuff there.
Yeah.
I went, this is nice. This is cool. Yeah, it's all. I quite enjoyed Amsterdam. So I was gonna say if you. Sorry, the third day. When I said right, we're basically gonna go to this windmill that's literally on the other side of the city, and then work our way back. And I remember that day we got quite angry at each other.
The windmill.
Yeah, I remember that day we were quite angry because we were just walking back, and then that kind of ship that we saw.
Yeah.
And then there's that other like building that looks like a ship.
Oh yeah,
there.
Yeah.
I remember getting quite angry. I don't know why.
Yeah, and
I just remember hating you.
Yeah,
I was like, I don't like this guy. And then you said, right, we need to take some pictures for mum and dad and that kind of stuff. And then we were taking pictures, and then you took a video and like, Hassan, how are you doing? And I went, I'm great. And I said some really passive aggressive stuff against you. And you on the camera, you went, oh yeah, and you're a boss or something like that. Like you got very angry at me, kind of thing. I don't know why. Why did we get angry at each other?
I think is again the walking issue, Hassan.
Oh, because I was slow.
You kept on saying to me, slow down.
Because you kept
slowly.
speeding away.
And I wanted to say to you, why don't you speed up? And you're like, oh, I'm taking everything. And I'm like,
it's a new city.
Okay, but Hassan,
what are you talking about?
But here's the thing, Hassan.
Am I screaming down the mic?
You are.
Good.
Here's the thing.
I want to get across my anger
all
that.
We can look at everything.
Yeah.
From the top of the really tall building that is shaped like a ship, Hassan.
Yeah, I understand. You got very angry at me.
Yeah, because you kept walking slow.
Fine, you can have. You can have that weird thing. Fine.
Okay, so I think it's something that I've
God, are we gonna literally talk about walking the entire time?
Yeah, fine.
No, go on. Let's talk about this. Let's get our frustrations out, huh? We're men. Come on. We can talk about things.
You're right, Hassan. Walking slow. Taking everything is how you should do it.
Generally, if we ever were gonna go, like, we've got plans to like one day go up mountains and that kind of stuff. I can imagine us getting a fight because you want to climb a bit faster, saying, "Oh no, we have to get to this milestone at this time. I want to get there like 10 minutes an hour beforehand, so we can south camp and stuff." I'm like, literally, we're going up a cliff. What are you talking about? I can imagine us getting a fight over that.
Just get to the top as soon as possible.
Anyway, that's gonna be an argument for one day, and then on that day, I'll get the shovel and I'll smack you in the head. Anyway, so the third day, yeah, and then eventually we were fine. It's literally when we saw rabbits on that, because at our hotel there's like rabbits nearby. Yeah. It's when we saw them we were a bit happier.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, that's quite nice. Yeah. We're fine.
It was a nice like sunny day and we saw rabbits. I was like, oh, that's nice.
Yes.
And I think that was the same day we took the boat ride.
Yes.
And I played chess against some random.
Oh yes, yes, you were winning.
No, I was winning. Then I realised he's gonna batter me.
Yeah.
And then luckily you.
No. This is what happened. We saw a big chessboard. Some random guy said
this is next to the Hard Rock Cafe.
I think did we get the chess pieces out or something?
No, he did, and then I walked over because I couldn't get it out because it was locked away, and somehow he came along and just got it out. I don't know how he did it.
Yeah.
And I just walked up to him and said, "Do you want to play?" He's like, "Yeah, sure."
Oh, okay. Is he Dutch?
I think he was, yeah.
Okay, yeah. It was just like a random thing that happened, and then you started playing him. It's like a big chessboard, and big pieces move them around.
Yeah.
And I was watching from the side, and I went, he's actually... I didn't know if I could tell you anything.
And so everyone else...
Everyone stopped. Yeah, everyone stopped to watch you guys. Just imagine there's a billion people. Right? No, it wasn't really like that. But it's quite cool to watch this
like
kind
a
of...
dozen people and families and stuff.
Yeah, it's quite nice to watch random people just stop and watch you two play.
Yeah.
And the annoying thing was I recorded this, and it's corrupted now, but I was giving a running commentary, and then there was a moment I was like, oh, he's actually winning, he is. And then I realised you made a bad move, and then I started swearing over the commentary. And then I remembered mum and dad are going to be listening to this, so I should probably stop swearing. And I'm quite glad that it's actually now corrupted, because I was swearing quite badly, because you made a move that was like the dumbest move. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I remember just sitting there, I'm like, he was winning this.
It was to do with my night.
Yeah.
And I could have done a move that was good.
Yes.
And I didn't.
Yes. It was like the time where me and you went on a school trip, and there was this like chess grandmaster who's like having a match against 8 of us at the same time.
Yeah.
And so everyone had a strategy, and you were the only one that didn't. You went, I'm going to do the most random things, so you can't predict what I was going to do, and it was working.
Yeah.
And the guy said, "Oh my god, he's actually like,
So you were like down the road. He played his move. He walked along, and he went to you, and he's like, "What did he say?"
He said something like he's actually like, I can't work out what he's doing, something like that, or like he's actually winning. He is, and I went, "What?"
and then it was just me.
Yeah.
Checkmate KOL.
Everyone was like around you because we were genuinely surprised like this guy was lost in the
And he
swamp.
offered me a draw.
Yeah, and you didn't take it.
And I thought, no, I could take this guy.
You thought you could take a grand wizard.
within 3 minutes, he completely destroyed me.
What they call? I just said grand wizard. Isn't that KKK?
No, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
sorry.
KKK.
I apologize. Clear that out. Cut that out.
Grandmaster.
Yeah, cut that out. Grandmaster.
And I really just sat there. I was like, yeah, I could take this guy.
And he didn't. You lost. And then he said he shook your hand and he said you somehow snatched defeat out of the jaws of victory or something like that.
Yeah.
Along those lines.
Yeah.
So you were winning and then I just beat you. Anyway, back to the thing. So you were fighting this guy. Not fighting this guy. You're getting a pawn and smashing his head over. No. You were having a battle of wits against this man, and you were winning, and then you did a move, and you started losing, and then I was looking at the time.
But so when I started losing, he didn't know he could beat me. I
Yeah.
was making it as difficult as possible, but eventually he would have beaten me.
Yeah, and thankfully, I said we need to go now.
Yes, you did.
And then you just went, we have to
And
go
then
now.
I shook his hand and I said, by the way, you would have beaten me if this went on longer.
Yeah,
And he said, oh, no worries. And then we walked away. We went on the boat trip,
yeah,
which is quite nice.
it's quite nice.
Amsterdam's a nice.
Yeah, it was a very
ride.
slow thing, wasn't it, Yusuf? You were losing your head. You were like, come on, hurry up! Come on, get the diesel power to move.
A part of me was feeling these guys could speed us up a bit better.
No,
but,
it's literally. I can imagine if you ever went to Venice with a girlfriend or sort, and you were on a gondola, this very romantic moment. You're just like, come on, I'll do it myself.
hurry the.
You just push the guy in the water, and then you just get the little kind of row thing,
I'll
and
do
then
that extra. Just push the people.
and then
in the
you
water.
just like, all right, hurry this up. I want to move. I don't care. That's literally the type of person you are.
Look, I've got limited time on this earth.
All right, you got limited time on this earth, and you refuse to take airplanes.
What do you mean?
Well, we were taking. Okay, yeah. So the plan was for the whole trip. We go to city, we go to another city, and we get back home. Like we'll go to city somewhere in Europe and work our way back, pretty much.
Basically.
And so
And we
it was
try and use
Amsterdam.
trains rather
Yeah.
than airplanes. One, it's more economic
yeah,
in terms of money and environment. Number two, I don't love planes.
yes, because me and you, we were brought up watching air. It's not that we're scared of airplanes. So I don't know if any of the listeners have this. There's a moment when I'm looking outside the plane. I'll look up, I see space, and I went, "Oh, that's amazing," kind of thing. You can see space,
Yeah,
not that well.
but I also have that moment thinking, oh, if something goes wrong
Yes,
now,
yes, because me and you were brought up on air crash investigation.
yes,
And in my head, I'm like, there literally needs to be one thing that goes wrong on this airplane,
and
and then we're plummeted to the ground, and we're gonna die.
And from watching every single one of those, it's usually human error at some point of
Yeah.
the production of the airplane.
Yeah,
And I'm like, I might be that guy. I might be that. It's really unlikely to happen, but I might be that 1 in 1 million
yeah,
that it might happen to.
yeah. So, and then also, I've also when Dad's been watching it, there's people that get like stranded in an island somewhere,
Yeah.
or like in the Himalayas or something like that, and they have to start eating each other.
You're thinking about the Chilean.
There's like a whole case.
Animals,
There's
yeah.
all these cases of it. So, yeah. In my head, I'm like, that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be the one that's lucky enough to survive, and then also the lucky one that has to eat human flesh. And that's what happens to me every single time we fly anywhere.
even to Paris.
No, we took a train.
Yeah, but I mean, well, actually, where have we flown? Egypt. And,
We flew to
Dubai.
Egypt, Dubai, Naples. Day 3. So yeah, so we went to the sign. You didn't take any pictures of me. Went to the pancake factory again.
We also went to the Amsterdam Lookout.
Oh yeah, I remember now. So we went to the Lookout, and there was like a Game of Thrones but with guitars.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm gonna sit on that straight away, and you take a picture of me right now. Where's that picture, by the way? I've never seen that since that day.
Oh no, it's on the terabyte thing.
Give that to me now.
The hard drive.
Give it to me right now.
I will.
Good.
I've got it on my phone.
Yeah, just send it to me then.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
Cool.
And then there's a whole yeah, and then I remember, and then we're all we're lining up, and there's a I don't for the life of me why people enjoy this, But there was like a green screen, and there was like a little bar there. And what you can do is take a picture of that. You know that famous picture of that guy working on the Empire State Building.
Yeah.
You can do that kind of picture, but you can do some like funny things or something like that. And I remember I was like, let's skip it. I don't want to do it. And you went, okay, it's fine. And then the woman asked us, do you want to come? And then you said yes. So you threw me, into the water straight away. And then you dogged the boys, lad. And then you're like, oh, come on, let's get into the character. And what kind of like you'll do a smiley like, oh, thumbs up. Oh, we're gonna fall off. Oh, and I was just sitting there looking miserable because I just went, I hate this. I genuinely hate this.
Here's the thing, I hate it too.
Yes,
but I acted like I enjoyed this.
Yes,
so the people looking at us.
Yes,
there were a few of them.
And the lady was like, oh, come on, smile. I was like, just take the picture. I was like, I don't care. It's like that time where we were in Paris. We'll talk about this later, but we were in Paris and there was that homeless woman that said "Salam" to us, and then I was like "Salam," and then she was like, "Oh, you want to buy me something?" I went, "No, no." I was really fed up on that day. I was like, "No, just I'm not gonna." Anyway, so back to the lookout. We went all the way to the top, and then we went on the swing. That's up there. It was good. I liked it. And
then we went then the Anne Frank museum.
No. So we didn't go to there yet because that was like literally the last thing we did that day. And we we're going to different places that I planned out on the route. And then we went to Chinatown. I was like, oh, it's Chinatown. This is quite nice. Because it's quite nice. There's all these weed cakes and stuff, and we're not going to try those, mate. We're not going to do that, lad.
And then we went to the red light district.
No, because then I didn't even plan that. Oh, I planned it, but I didn't plan it in terms of we're going to go straight there. Because literally, we're just walking through Chinatown, and then suddenly we're out on this canal, and I look in front of me, and there's this lady, quite attractive lady, in like the windows kind of thing, just waving at me, and I was confused. I was looking around. I went, oh, there's quite like really seedy things around here, and then I was like, oh. And I looked at you, and you looked at me. I went, "Oh, we're in the red light district." You went, "Yeah." I was like,
looked at you, I was like, "Are you mental?"
I was like, "Oh,
that's the reason I was walking here."
I was like, "Right, let's just let's walk down there, I guess." And then he went, "Yeah." And then we were just completely silent for the whole time because we were looking around like, Jesus Christ.
Well, I thought it was not interesting. It's just the fact that
I thought it was interesting as well.
Not good-looking guys were utilising the services.
Yes,
there, and I thought, poor ladies.
I mean, like it's their job.
I was just like, oh.
We got to the end and we were just like, oh, that's good. It was like, you don't want to go again? I'm like, not really. It's going to be the same things like the entire time. He went, yeah, fair enough.
So then the Anne Frank Museum.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yes.
Right. Okay. I'm going to talk about the time where you tried to chat some Israeli girls.
I wasn't trying to chat them up.
Sure.
They asked us, is this the queue? I said yes. They sounded French, and I was like, "Are you guys French?" And they're like, "No, Israeli," and that was it.
Don't know where you got that from. And then I said something like, because I was just in my head, I'm like, "Why are you asking this question?" and I just said, "Oh well,
And then
I guess you're not French then, huh?"
Yeah.
And then we got silent, and then we just looked in front of us.
Yeah.
And then we were on the line. I had my headphones in for some times, but sometimes I take them off because I just want to listen to their conversation behind us. And because it was them two, and then there's some American couples listening to their conversations as well, and so we're just standing there and then going in the line, and then you said we need to go to the shops. I said I don't care. I'm lining up for this. Is that Frank's?
So
thing?
and
then you gave me this look. Can you say what you were thinking at the time? So at least you can defend yourself to some extent.
Okay, so I was thinking, we can go and do our shopping.
There's no way we could have done that, but go on.
For tourist things, and then we can rejoin the queue, and we'll still be allowed in.
No way.
As long as we're part of the queue, before a certain time.
No way, but go ahead, because the queue was massive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in my mind, I was like, we can just come back just before you're not allowed to join in the queue. I was like,
can I just say, the look you gave me did not put that across. The look you gave me, Yusuf, was like, there's going to be another genocide at some point this year or this decade. We can come back and see that house. Yeah. Oh God. I just sat there. I was like, "What are you talking?" I was like, "You got a choice." In my head, I was like, "You got a choice right now. You go and see Anne Frank's museum. This diary we've always heard about, and we talk about at school, and the girl that wrote it. And we can see where she lived for all those years under Nazi occupation. Or you could go to some random market stall and buy some random shirts." Yeah. and I didn't really care.
Yeah.
And even then, you got quite angry at me saying, "No, we're on holiday. We need to buy clothes and that kind of stuff."
Yeah.
And I went, "No, we're going to Paris. We're going to Paris at the end of this trip."
And I remember looking back at it, I realised I was in the wrong, Hassan.
Do you know why you were in the wrong, Yusuf? Because didn't you left the queue? You said, "Right, stay in the queue. I'll go for shopping."
Yeah.
You
I'll
went.
be back.
You be back, and then you got your stuff. You came back, and luckily.
Yeah.
Thank God, and those Israeli girls behind us, they didn't snitch on us in any way. Because there was a German lady in front of us, and she tried to get in, and she went,
Well, no, it was just her, and she was saying,
Just her.
My family's gonna come in later.
Oh no, it wasn't a family; it's just a whole group of like 10 people.
Yeah.
So I was standing in line for them, and they went, "No, that's not how it works."
Yeah.
And just before that, before the entrance, you kind of cut into the line a bit.
Yeah.
And I was really hoping the Israeli girls behind us just didn't snitch and said, "Oh, those guys are trying to get one over us," kind of thing. I think it's just because it was only you and there was literally no one else.
Yeah.
I think they were just fine with it.
Because she was trying to get like 10 people in.
Yeah, the German lady in front of us, she was trying to get 10 people
and
in front of us.
I just snuck in and no one knows.
And I was just standing there. I was like, if they just ask, if the people behind us just say the same thing, then yeah, we're screwed. Like if they say, "Oh, these guys, this guy was in the line and this guy came in," I was like, yeah, we're screwed. We're never getting back in here.
Security guard was
because by that time the line was very long, and they kind of put in a cut off time because the time it shot was it went past time it shot basically.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I was just listening to the American couple and the Israeli girls behind us, because then they start talking to each other, and they were telling them about, "Oh, how is Israel? Is it better? Is it bad? Anything?" Well, it's very, 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 very nice. And then Israeli girls mentioned something about them being in the army for a year, because that's what every citizen
IDF.
Yeah, needs to be in for a year. I think when they turn 18 or 20 or something like that.
It's like national
and then she said, and then they asked, "Oh, how's that?" in like a really like just just make a conversation.
Yeah.
They said, "Oh, we can't talk about that," and then she went silent. And I was like, okay. They're very sociable lot, aren't they? The people behind us, because the American couple, they're quite nice. They were saying, "Oh yeah, we went to the beer factory and all that kind of stuff," and then said, "Oh, what we always do is go to a place and come back to the States." What they were doing is what we were doing as well. We're going to one city and then going to another one and then work out and then go back home pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they're quite nice. It's quite good. Anyway, so we got into the Anne Frank's museum. Is it museum?
Well, house museum.
Yeah.
Sure.
It was quite good. It was. I think
it was.
Me and you were completely silent for the whole thing. And then it's only literally at the end we went, "Oh, it's quite good." That was.
Yeah. What was the point that hit hardest for me was where they've got this wall. And what they did with the kids.
Measuring.
Otto Frank, I think, did. He kind of just did that thing where you measure how high someone is and then you record it down.
Yeah.
It was something that we did in the old house.
Yeah, Mum did with us.
Yeah, she's a knife, but she's a
knife. Didn't stab us, but to make a mark in the wall.
Yeah, to make a mark in the wall. And they did the same with a pencil. And I was like, that I can recognise. That's incredibly recognisable to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, these were actual people.
Yeah, it was moving.
Yeah, and
I
was like, Jesus Christ, what did they do? Why did they?
I mean, I was thinking when I was walking through this, so why what every country should do. Well, there must be like local monuments to the Holocaust somewhere.
There are, yeah.
And what I found crazy, because the Holocaust itself, it doesn't necessarily need to be a story about 60 million Jews being murdered and Gypsies and all those guys being murdered, something like that. Yeah. Where's the 60 million come from? Is that the total death in the war?
Around that, it's like 50 million.
It wasn't 11 million in total during the Holocaust. Because it's 6 million Jews and then 5 million.
Communists, homosexuals,
gypsies, anything that they wasn't deemed to be normal, kind of thing by the Nazis. Just to be clear.
Yes.
What I was thinking is why. What should happen is when you're in school, you should go to a local monument somewhere or museum or wherever it is. And just have a look, because it doesn't teach you it doesn't need to teach you about this one case of genocide and how terrible it was. What it does teach you is about how what are humans capable of when it comes to our worst. So if you see something like landing on the moon, that is humanity at its best, like working together to get 3 guys into space and then 2 of them onto the moon. Yeah. And with the Holocaust and any kind of genocide out there, so the Rwanda genocide and what happened in Bosnia. That shows humanity at its worst, so that should be taught.
Yeah,
I was thinking.
I think John Green put it best. He said the Holocaust was people using the best things that came out of the Renaissance and the Industrial Revolution
Mm.
and applied it to the worst actions you could do to people in this world anyway.
Yeah.
Because it was on an industrial level. It was death camp.
That was an industrial level, and then what the Rwanda genocide was just
And that's
chaos.
yeah, and that's probably what made it a bit worse. Not that
This is a nice podcast.
Yeah,
The second
but-
episode.
But if anyone does go to Amsterdam, it is one of the things
Yeah.
you should go to.
I was gonna say at the end of each city or town we went to, we should say these are the things that you should go to.
Yeah,
And I think we'll do that now because that was literally the last thing we did that day.
yeah,
And then we went back to the hotel and packed everything up, and we were getting ready for the next day.
yeah. I think Anne Frank Museum and the Van Gogh Museum.
Yeah.
It's the one I enjoyed the most. The Rijksmuseum is quite good also.
And I also like the museum. I can't remember what it's called, but it's got all the history of the Netherlands.
Yeah,
And it's got all the imperial stuff as well. I
I
like
think
this.
that's the Rijksmuseum also.
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, go there. It's quite good.
Yes.
And in terms of I love Amsterdam. It's very nice. I like it a lot.
Yeah, that's why I want to go back there
Yeah.
with our friends.
No.
Yeah.
We could talk about that one day.
Yeah, sure.
Our trip with your friends.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, my friends as well.
Yes.
technically.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Should we talk about that in a couple of episodes time anyway?
Yes.
It's about an hour.
Yeah, it's very long. Anyway, right, so Amsterdam, I'll say, yeah, go to Anne Frank's house, museum, what we would call it. Take a canal trip and go to the museums. They're quite nice.
And the food.
And if you want to partake in extra things, then go ahead at your own
and
pleasure.
the food in Amsterdam is really good.
Yes, I like the
I
food.
really
It's quite
enjoyed the food
nice.
there.
There was a Turkish place we went to.
Yeah.
I was quite happy about
And
it.
I remember.
Even though you made me pay.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you said you'll pay. Because I paid.
Yeah, no, I
everything
remember
else I
what
paid.
what happened is that you just said, because we were just eating, and then the guy came up with the check and he said, right, go pay for it. And I was like, okay, sure. I was like, fine, okay.
Just pay for it.
Just fine. And then they didn't take cards, so I said, can I go down? You know what I like about like some people is how trusting they can be.
Yeah.
Because I said to them that we passed an ATM down there, can I just go there and take some money out? And they went, yeah, sure, fine. And then they trusted us to come back.
Yeah. Was that in the Turkish place?
Turkish place,
That was
yeah.
playing the Bulgarian and I think Netherlands
I
match.
couldn't care less.
I remember watching that. I was like, this is a bad match.
I couldn't care less.
This is an awful match.
Another thing about me, I don't like football. It's not
Yeah.
I don't like it, I couldn't care less about it.
Yeah.